Gynecologist.
Gynecologist. Hello there, beautiful people. Now, seriously, we have to talk. The female sex isn't like anybody else's property or anybody else's business or anything like that. It's not shameful, it's not disgusting, it's not for anybody else to make fun of or criticize or anything like that, which is done to it all over the world all the time. I mean, every single day, people with a vagina, they're getting sold and they are getting forced married. They are getting all kinds of troubles, both mentally and physically, because they have this vagina. And I think it's really time for the world to see that it's just a thing between the legs. It doesn't matter, really. I have for almost whole my life experienced gynecologist fear or fear of the gynecologist, and it's like, I mean, it's really important for most vagina carriers to visit them at least once a year to like see if everything is okay, so there is not any cancer growing or other things going on that is wrong. And I've been so afraid, so I haven't done this. It terrified me so much, sitting there in the chair and like letting a stranger have a look on my pussy. And it shouldn't be a problem. We all go to the dentist and it's not a real problem. This is like a whole other thing. Of course it is, because it's down there. And we're just supposed to feel ashamed and not showing, or at least not for strangers. It's supposed to be a private thing. And yeah, I don't like want us all to like go and flash all over town, but it shouldn't be shameful to seek out for help or just not being ashamed of your sex. And I don't think anybody should have to be ashamed of what they have between their legs. Because it's just a body part. It's just like a finger or hand. I suffered from fear of the gynecologist, and I had these letters sent home to me 2 times or 3 times before. And the first time I actually like not collapsed. I was still aware, and but I fell down on the floor crying and just had some kind of panic attack, because I've been avoiding it for my early teenage years when I was taking pills for not getting pregnant and like regulating my menstruation. So then when I turned 23, I think, I got my first letter sent to me and was advised to come there to check out my junk, which I didn't, because I was too damn afraid and ashamed. And I mean, having a strange look at your things, it feels quite, it's not a really soothing thought. But why is it like this? It's some power structure that breaks us down, especially the ones with a vagina. Because I rarely see, I never see children, but when I see them, if somebody goes naked, it's most likely that it's somebody with a penis. And it's somehow seems totally like acceptable for somebody with a penis running around naked. If of course, if they are children. But even in other contexts, like, I mean, look at most criminals, sex criminals, they have a penis, most of them. And I'm not saying that everybody with a penis is an awful person, not at all. It's just that we should be equally awful. No, not that either. But it's like, stop shaming for the sex. Stop stop shaming people for what's in between their legs. It doesn't matter, and we really should like encourage young vagina carriers to not be ashamed of it, because it's there and it's supposed to be there, and it's nothing strange about it. So finally today I went to the gynecologist, and this did this um, search through or something, and it was over in like 5 minutes, and I've been procrastinating this and like just shoving it ahead of me for the last 10 years at least, and it was such a build-up. So when I came to the reception, she said for me to go and wait in a waiting room until the doctor could see me. And I was lucky enough to have my boyfriend with me, so we sat there and waited for just a couple of minutes, and then the gynecologist came and asked for me to follow her into this room with the fantastic chair. And she saw that I teared up when we met in the door, and yeah, I think it's quite usual that vagina carriers react that way, because it's such a sensitive thing. Anyway, we went in that room, and almost immediately I started to cry. And she asked what's wrong, and I said that I was scared for my life because this is something I hadn't been doing before, and it's such an unpleasant feeling to be in this room, not in that particular room, but like knowing what's going down. But she explained to me that it wasn't dangerous, this procedure, or anything. She was just gonna take some samples so that we could know that there isn't any cancer growing inside of me, which is a good thing. And she talked to me in a soothing voice and assured me that it probably wouldn't hurt, only if I was very tense. So she said for me to relax, which is like impossible in that situation. I mean, you're sitting with your legs and the holiest of holiest in exposure for the wind and fire and the elements. It's such a strange thing. I think when penis carriers are doing these controls where they pull back their foreskin, it's like, yeah, I'm doing this all day, every day, so it doesn't matter so much. Even though it's a bit strange doing it in front of a stranger, but it's so exposed. But the gynecologist actually have to put something inside of you, and that's like, it was the thought, merely the thought was freaking me out. As I said, I started to cry, but she managed to calm me, and we did the whole thing, and it felt a bit, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Since I have been building it up for like 10 years, a decade. Oh my god, I'm so old. But anyway, what I'm saying, it's not that I'm looking forward to the next visit. Somehow we should work towards a more open relationship with our vaginas. I mean, they're there and they should be recognized, and they are fantastic in so many ways, and nobody should be shaming them or us for having them. It's just such a messed up world that we do that, and I don't really know what more to say, but it was a turbulent experience, but I managed, and I really hope that you all out there can take some good out of this video, and like don't feel discouraged when you have to visit the gynecologist. Just take somebody, grab a friend, take your partner or somebody that you trust with you to maybe hold your hand through the tiny procedure. And yeah, I think that was all. Peace and love to you all. See you in the next one. Bye.